We're going to be doing our 3.4 guided and independent practice right now. Okay, so that's going to be page 183 and 184 in your textbook. So go ahead and get that out. If you need some time, go ahead and pause the video right now. We are going to be doing just 1 and 2 in the guided practice, and then I'll give you your problems that we should be doing later. I went ahead and did this already, and I'll just walk you through it. So we have 2 times 308. We've been practicing breaking this down into its place values. Okay, so we have 2 times 300 and the plus 8. You'll notice that I didn't put anything in the tens place because I have no tens there. Okay, so I just have 300 and the 8, and then I distribute 2 times the 300 and 2 times the 8. Okay, and I'm adding those because I've got an addition sign in between there. So 2 times 300 is 600, and 2 times 8 is 16. Together, that gives me 616. The next one, they want you to do it on your own. Okay, so our problem is 4 times 15. I'm going to break that down into its place values. So that's 10 plus 5, right? That's our expanded form. So we have, and then we want to distribute that. We're going to do 4 times the 10, 4 times the 5. And remember, in between that, we need an addition sign because this is adding. So 4 times 10 plus 4 times 5. That's 40 plus 20 equals 60. You're going to be working on independent practice number 6, 8, 10, and on the back, number 15. So go ahead and pause the video and work on those, and then press play when you're ready to review them to see if you got your answers right. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. You'll notice that the first one is a subtraction problem. So we worked on that in our notes today. So instead of doing 40 plus 7 here, we're going to do 50 minus and whatever you have to minus to get to 47, right? So that's going to be 3 for us. So now it's time to distribute. Distribute the 2 to the 50. Distribute the 2 to the 3. So I have 2 times 50 and 2 times 3. And remember, I need to put a minus sign in the middle because there was a minus sign up there. 2 times 50 is 100 minus, and 2 times 3 is 6. So 100 minus 6 is 94. Okay, now let's go ahead and do these. I like to just break it up by place value. That seems like the easiest thing to me. So I've got 5 times 420. I'm going to break this up. I'm going to do expanded form. So this is going to be 400 plus 20. So I'm going to have 5 times 400 plus 20, and I don't do any of the ones place because there's nothing in the ones place. And now I distribute. I'm going to do 5 times the 400, 5 times the 20, and remember to put a plus sign in between those since the plus sign is right there. Okay, so I should have 5 times 400 plus 5 times 20. And we're going to do the boxing just like we did yesterday. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 2 more zeros, plus 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 more 0. So 2,000 plus 100 is going to be 2,100 should be your answer. 4 times 52, I'm going to break up this number into its place values. So I should have 4 times 50 plus 2. Okay, now it's time to distribute. I want 4 times 50, and I want 4 times 2. And I need to remember to put addition between those two because that's what's going on here. Okay, so I should have 4 times 50 plus 4 times 2. Okay, 4 times 50 is 200. 4 times 2 is 8. In the end, I have 200 plus 8 is 208. And the last one we're going to be doing is our word problem right here. Todd Mountain is a mountain peak near Tyler, Texas. A ranger hiked 607 feet to and from the peak each way. The ranger hiked 3 times in the past 4 weeks. How far did the ranger hike on Todd Mountain in the past 4 weeks? Okay, so the first thing, I need to know what they're asking me. How far did the ranger hike on Todd Mountain in the past 4 weeks? Okay, so I need to know how far. So let's go back and look at the important information for knowing how far. Todd Mountain is a mountain peak near Tyler, Texas. Not important for knowing how far. The ranger hiked 607 feet to and from the peak each way. So going there was 607 feet and coming back was 607 feet. The ranger hiked 3 times in the past 4 weeks. Okay, so I had 607 feet. If he did it, so if one time he would hike 607 feet twice. Okay, 2 times so if he did it 2 times, it would be 4, and if he did it 3 times, it would be 6, right? So 607 feet 6 times if he did that hike 3 times. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 6 times 607. And remember, I don't like naked numbers, right? So 6, we need to label what that number is. 6 is one way, right? So one way there to the peak or one way back, okay? And 607 is the distance one way. Okay, so one way, 6, we're going to do that 6 times, 607 feet. Now we're going to do, again, the distributive. We're going to break this down. So I should have 6 times, and I'm going to do 600 plus 7, and I'm going to distribute that. 6 times 600 and 6 times 7. I'm going to work down here since I'm out of space. So now I should have 6 times 600 plus 6 times 7. Okay, 6 times 6 is 36 plus the 2 zeros. Plus 6 times 7 is 42. My answer should be 3,642. D.